Howdy heretics, I have good news because a government official called me, Goatlike, and asked for a copy of the secret elder book, you know, the shepherding the flock book. And I told them, no weapon formed against them will have any success. And they said, we know. Not really. But I guess the government first called Bethel and asked for a copy of the shepherding the flock book and didn't get it because it's copyrighted material. So then they called me, Goatlike. And since Watchtower is very legalistic and they claim that they own this book and it's copyrighted material, what should I do? Well, according to Watchtower and my upbringing within the lovely Watchtower organization, they say we should use Bible principles. When we don't know what to do, we should always use Bible principles. And when Watchtowers say Bible principles, they not necessarily mean stuff you can find in the Bible, but more commonly stuff you can find in the Watchtower. So what can we find in the Bible about a situation like this? Well, they say you can follow the example of mature Christians. So I think about Geoffrey Jackson. He's a wonderful mature Christian, and he provided, or the Watchtower provided, a copy of the Shepherding the Flock book to the Australian government in the Australian Royal Commission. So I think I might follow the example of Geoffrey Jackson. I can't think the Watchtower's lawyer having a problem with that. You can still find the book online, so I can provide the Norwegian government a link to Geoffrey Jackson's wonderful testimony. And then Watchtower claim that they are persecuted. Whenever someone look at what they're doing and investigate the crime, they say this is not prosecution, it is persecution. And I remember when I grew up as a witness, they say when we're persecuted, this being in the literature, when we're persecuted, we might be cut off from the congregation, from the organization, and we have to make our own copies of the literature. So, well, I am cut off from the organization due to persecution. Watchtower is persecution my freedom of religion, freedom of non-religion included. So there's persecution, I'm cut out from the organization, and according to Watchtower, then I should make my own copies of the literature. So I take that as a direct order. I will obey direction from the faithful and discreet slave, and in times of persecution, make my own copies of the literature and distribute this. However, I don't know. How do I put this on my monthly report? I guess I have to leave it in Jehovah's hand. But if Watchtower haven't done any crime and Norwegian government's looking into this, and they say, Watchtower will say, no, the government will say, what a wonderful law-abiding organization. And then Jehovah's name will be sanctified. Huh? And everyone will be happy. So this is a wonderful day, and stuff will be happening in Norway. Just stay tuned and see you in paradise.
Ah! No. You little pest. No! This is not allowed. Oh my God. This is a lost cause.
Now, does the governing body, or do the members of the governing body, do you see yourselves as modern-day disciples, the modern-day equivalent of Jesus' disciples?
We certainly hope to follow Jesus and be his disciples.
And do you see yourselves as Jehovah God's spokespeople on earth?
That, I think, would seem to be quite presumptuous to say that we are the only spokesperson that God is using.